Hey, Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. And if you are watching on YouTube, it is a special day here. We are filming together in person.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh. Yay.
Wouldn't this be the life? So much easier.
If only we could do this every episode.
Right? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so fun. So yeah, we are here in Pittsburgh. We're going to dive into all the fun things. So you guys have a great episode in store. We're really going to dive into a lot of life updates. We have a lot going on.
Yes, this episode is going to be a doozy. You guys are going to get a glimpse into our current life updates, and I think it's going to be super fun.
Yes. So because we're together, we felt it was only appropriate to do the Happy Hour Club. If you were familiar, if not, you have to be following us on Instagram to know the Happy Hour Club. But we made a recipe and we're sipping it together. So, Ryan, do you want to tell them what's in our cup?
Okay, you'll have to stay tuned on Instagram to see the full recipe, but it is strawberries, cheers, jalapeno, cucumber, jalapeno infused tequila, and some sparkling lime water. It is so good.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting used to being with you in person that I'm forgetting that we have to be on the mic, but it is so good. You guys are going to absolutely love it. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. So cheers.
Cheers.
This is so fun. This is what we intended. This is the happy hour. This is the girls' night. This is Drinks on Us.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So let's update them on why you're in Pittsburgh and what our plans are while you're here. I picked you up bright and early this morning. We've had such a fun day so far.
We really have. I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep, but nothing can get me down. I'm here.
So what time did you have to wake up this morning?
4:15. I drove to Tampa last night to stay with one of our girlfriends, Dev. Riley already knows this, so I guess I'm just filling in the listeners. So I drove to Tampa last night, didn't get there till 9:30, and then tried to go to sleep around 11, 12, bright and early, 4 a.m. We had a breeze, no pun intended. I flew breeze, and Riley got me. We went to the absolute cutest place ever. I'm going to be really missing it.
I know. We went to the best bakery in Pittsburgh for breakfast called Mediterra Cafe. Well, I guess, is it considered a bakery or a cafe? Probably cafe.
Cafe, but a very extensive menu if it is a cafe.
Yeah.
It was so good, you guys. We got the best lattes, and caffeine is saving me at this point, and now we've switched to tequila. But yeah, so Riley and I have the day together. It's been so fun. We've been hanging out with True. We did a workout. We went to the cafe. We filmed the happy hour. We filmed a TikTok. Stay tuned if it makes it out of the drafts.
So, oh my gosh, we were laughing so hard, you guys. We couldn't get it together.
We couldn't. And if we look sweaty and disheveled, it's because we are. Because we're in a full dance breakout.
We were learning this TikTok. We filmed it, probably 3 times.
Yes. So anyways, the reason though that I'm in town is because one of our best friends, Emily, it is her bachelorette / bridal shower weekend. So after we get done filming this, we are going to go celebrate our girl, Emily. We have her bridal shower tonight. And then you should fill them in on Nemacolin and why it's even sentimental for you.
Oh, okay. So we have Emily's bridal shower tonight. And then tomorrow we are doing a bachelorette getaway over at Nemacolin, which if you're from the Pittsburgh area, you definitely know Nemacolin. If you have watched The Bachelorette, you definitely know Nemacolin. It was filmed there and it kind of made it super famous. It's just like a resort. It's really tucked away. It's kind of like a hidden gem. And I actually got engaged there in 2020. So it's a very, very special place. I actually have not been back since I got engaged.
No way.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be the best type of bachelorette, very chill spa vibes. We're going to get so much quality time together. And I'm just super excited.
I am too. Can I tell you, I've never been in Nemacolin.
You're going to love it.
Did you know that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, never been. I told Deb that I had never been and she was shocked, but I'm so excited. You have to take me through where you got engaged.
I will.
I'm so excited. I hear great things, and we're actually staying at a house that the Jonas Brothers stay at a lot. That's all. That's my only fun fact about Nemacolin that I know.
Yeah, it's a super nice house. I've never been there, but I was looking at the pictures and it looks so stunning. Nice. I'm like, no wonder the Jonas Brothers choose to stay here.
I know. So we're really excited. Like I said, our main gist of this episode is we just feel like we owe you guys a nice detailed, in-depth life update. So really that's kind of why I'm here, and I'm so excited. We're going to have the best time. I'm sure I'm going to be recovering for weeks after, just because it's go, go, go. We have to maximize every second. You guys would die at the itinerary Riley and I made. Riley texted it over to me last night. It's down to the minute, and I just replied back. I was like, oh my gosh, I love us, because it's just music to my ears. I just wish everyone could be like us.
Oh my gosh, why can't everyone just be like us?
That sounded bad, but like we just really, we are the same.
We are the same, and we really stayed on schedule all day. We had so many things to do. We are running a little bit late right now, but that's all right.
No stress.
We had some technical difficulties, but we made it.
Yes.
We're here.
You guys wouldn't believe that because we've started the podcast being filmed in separate states, that we have that more down than simply sitting on the couch and filming together.
It's actually harder to film together right now because we're so used to not being together and like the technology that comes along with that. Yeah. But I hope everyone I hope you guys can hear us okay.
Yes. And also we're matching. We thought it was appropriate to just be a cozy, cute match. Girls' night vibes, the bar. Again, if you're listening, we love you. Send us the new Valentine's Day collection. This is dropping on Valentine's. That would be the best thing ever. We really need that, right?
I know. I really want the pink bar.
I also want this, but with the pink lettering.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Well, since this is dropping on Valentine's Day, I hope everyone is having a great Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a great day with your man, or if you don't have a man, I hope you're having a great day treating yourself to chocolates and flowers.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be with Kate on Valentine's Day, so that's kind of sad.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I won't be with Ryan until like probably the evening.
Because he has work.
Yeah. Just like different phase of life for both of us over here. But yeah, we're wishing you guys the best Valentine's. And if you celebrated Galentine's, or hopefully we can be a part of your Galentine's.
Yes.
Listen to this episode and just truly feel like, even if you're someone who feels like you're struggling to find friends, or I don't know, I love when people message us and say that this feels like they're hanging out with their friends. So hopefully you guys know how much we love and cherish our girls' nights with you guys. So happy Galentine's/Valentine's Day. Should we get into what's in our cart?
Yeah, let's do it.
So fun to do this in person.
I know. Okay, do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so last episode, there was a product that you were like, aren't you going to talk about that? And I was like, no, I haven't tried it yet. Well, I tried it, you guys. It is the Briogeo. It's like a heat protectant cream that you put in on damp hair. And it's also an anti-frizz product. I used it for the first time last night and I absolutely love it.
Good.
Not that I have super frizzy hair, but I do think that it made my hair like lay a little bit better. And I mean, I always need a heat protectant and it smells so good. So I'm going to link it for you guys because 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
That was the very first Briogeo product that I tried.
Okay. I don't know if you remember, but a while back, I was saying that I got the Briogeo hair mask.
Yes.
And I still have it. Actually, it's up in our Kentucky house. So I'll have to get that. But I used it one time and I'm thinking I didn't use enough because I was just kind of underwhelmed, but so many people that I always trust their recommendations love it. So I'm glad to know that another product hits the nail on the head for you.
I feel like that's a very quality brand.
I do too. Mariana Hewitt uses it. So
remember when you couldn't remember
Did
the
I
name?
just say it right?
Briogeo, yeah.
Yeah. I just copied you.
Well, remember when you couldn't remember the name and you were like, the purple and gray dots, that brand. I had no idea what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, guys, it is like purple and white dots, purple and gray dots.
No, it is. I totally know what you meant now. But in the moment, I was like, I got nothing.
Okay, so that would be really great for me because my hair is on a different level in Florida.
I think it would be great for you.
Okay. Adding.
And you can put it roots to ends. Like it doesn't make your hair greasy, which I was nervous to do, but I did it and I'm glad I did.
Okay. Add it to the cart, ladies.
Okay. Next product I wanted to talk about is the Saie Airset Clean Setting Powder. They sent it to us, which was so nice of Saie.
So nice.
I tried it for the first time today. I will say I was a little bit unsure because it has a little bit of shimmer to it, which I like everything to be matte. So I'm going to wear it throughout the night at the bridal shower and see if I still love it because I don't want it to make my face look like greasy with the shine, with like the little shimmer it has.
I can relate.
But so far, 10 out of 10 products.
It looks really good. Like
Okay,
you don't look shiny or shimmery at all. It looks very crisp and matte.
Okay, good. Yeah, I loved the way it like applied and kind of blurred out my face.
Did you put any on your nose? Because your nose has like the most perfect little like glow highlight to it. Or is that just highlighter?
Oh, no, it's highlighter.
What kind do you use?
I use Sigma. Had to think about it.
Oh, did you talk about that before?
No.
I think I need it.
I'll link it. Yeah, you also need the Tarte Juicy Lip that I'm wearing. It is a stunning, like light pink color.
I was going to ask.
And I feel like it's good for this time of year, like heading into spring and summer, especially with you being in Florida. It's like a little bit plumping too. I feel like every season I kind of have a go-to lip.
Yeah.
This has been my go-to.
It's
so
really cute.
Yeah. And it's convenient. It's like a lip gloss and like a little stick.
Yeah. So you don't need to do like a lipstick and a gloss.
No,
it's all in one.
It's like very pigmented.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's been my cart. What about you?
That is so random. This is so random. But when you were saying this time of year, have you seen it's either Milk or Benefit? It's that jelly blush that's kind of like the cherry stained aesthetic that was super, super trendy last summer.
Yes.
I'm intrigued by it.
I think you should get it. It would be so good on your skin tone.
I want to try it. I think your sister got it. I saw it on her TikTok.
Really? I don't know.
Maybe we can ask her because I'm intrigued. That was not what is in my cart, but that just made me think of it.
No, I think that you should totally try that out and then let us know if we need it.
Okay. So for what's in my cart, shocker, another lip product. I'm such a lip product junkie.
You are. I never knew that about you.
I didn't either until the show. I'm like, dang, I really like lip products. So as you guys know, I really, really do love Summer Fridays lip butter. I think it's just, I love the applicator. I love the ingredients. I love the brand. Like I've really shopped around, but I always find myself gravitating back towards that. And I've been on the mint chip. Is that what it's called? Mint chip? The green one?
Mint something. Maybe it's just mint.
Yeah. Whatever it is, the green one that they launched around the holiday time. Absolutely love it, but I am almost through it. And lucky me, they are dropping a birthday cake one for their birthday anniversary, whatever that's coming up soon. And I will just link the Summer Fridays lip butter balm because if you're like confused on which one to get, I would say start with the vanilla.
Okay, so I have the vanilla one. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cake batter. So I can only imagine how amazing the cake batter one is going to be. I choose that one over every other lip balm or like lip gloss that I have. The Rhode one, the Summer Fridays really is superior.
It really is. I feel like they just kind of like opened that market and blew up, and so many people have done other which they're awesome. I just love the way it applies. Not gritty at all.
The way it applies, the quality, and it keeps my lips hydrated. Like sometimes I'll use a different brand and I feel like it dries my lips out.
I totally agree.
So annoying.
Also, the birthday cake coloring, I can't tell if it's just their Instagram teasing it, but it looks like a shimmery pink. Even if it's just the pink, I feel like it's so aesthetic and you could get cute pictures with it.
I'm definitely going to get it. When does it drop?
It drops. So this airs on Valentine's Day. I believe it drops on the 15th. So you guys will be able to get it like ASAP. I think it'll sell out.
100%.
Yeah. They're a hot commodity.
So you need to text me, Rose,
I will.
when it's dropping.
I need to get on it.
I always forget, and you're my little reminder.
Yes. Okay.
What else?
I will honor that duty. The next thing that I have in my cart, it just was really top of mind as we were getting ready today. I was just like, I need to remind everybody to order this makeup bag that I have. So I feel like when you're really traveling a lot, you realize how important it is to have a good system down for your makeup and just for your toiletries and stuff like that. This makeup bag, I honestly, ever since, just maybe because my life has been on the go the last, I don't even know how long at this point, I've just kept my makeup and all my brushes in this bag. So when I go to travel, I don't have to pack it up, which is like, is it not a nightmare to pack up your makeup and your brushes?
It's my least favorite thing to do.
I know. So it's so affordable. It's on Amazon. It holds everything perfectly in its place. Super, did I say it was affordable?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it is. And I like it. It travels really nice. It has good structure. So I was like, I need to link this again because I feel like summer coming around, people are traveling.
I'm going to buy it because I actually really need a new makeup bag. I'm going to look at it while you're here too. Mm-hmm. It's clear, right?
It's black.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was clear. Your toiletry bag is clear.
Yeah, you got me on the clear toiletry bags.
I love a clear bag. It's so convenient. But if you're saying this makeup bag is good and it's not clear,
it's not clear, but when you open it up, all the brushes have a spot and then you can see everything. Like the structure doesn't get lost. So you can have like your foundation, your bronzer. It just holds its structure. I'll put a picture on the What's in Our Cart, but highly, highly recommend. And yeah, I'm glad that I said that it's summer and it's literally dead of winter. I'm just really manifesting for everyone that it's summer soon.
I love that I didn't even realize.
Yeah, you're like, yes, absolutely. We're a little delulu, but whatever gets us through, right?
We are having quite the day. We are so delulu.
Yes. Okay. And then the last thing that's in my cart, I feel like I'm so here for the clog return. Have you hopped on the clog return trend?
I don't think I'm going to be hopping on that train.
Okay. Hey, if we've learned anything from Caitlin, like,
don't get on a trend if you're not like, if it's not you.
If it's not you, but if it is you and you're like on the fence and don't want to buy like Birkenstocks or a like very name brand, I found this really awesome brand on Amazon and it comes in a ton of colors. And I posted about it on my story and a lot of people were intrigued. I like it because in Florida, in the winter, it feels really aggressive to wear like Uggs.
I see what you're saying.
But I kind of want something that's a little less summery because it's quote unquote winter. So the clog is like a nice little throw on. And while I'm at it, I'll also link my UGG cleaner because if you have any suede shoes and you have water stains or want to protect them, it is like my savior. Do you use that?
I do. And I was going to say, you totally rock the clog trend too with your little like ankle socks. And I think it's so like it fits your style. Mm. And I wasn't saying I don't like it. I was just saying for me, I think I would not look good in clogs.
No, I understand. I feel like it just isn't matched to your aesthetic. Like you wouldn't know how to style them because it doesn't probably go with like what shirt and pants you're wearing or whatever. Well, that's okay. We are learning from Caitlin. Like we don't have to partake in every trend.
It's so funny. After our episode with Caitlin, like anytime I'm putting on an outfit or like little things she said really stayed with me.
I know. I hope you guys love that episode. If you missed it, I really, really highly recommend listening to it. Riley and I were texting after. We're like, so honestly, we need her to edit our wardrobe. We need her to style us. And while she's here, style our husbands. So one day I'm like, I want her to come organize my closet one day. So loved that episode. But yeah, that's really all that's in my cart.
Should we get into the main segment?
Let's get into it. Drum roll. Life updates. Okay. I think you need to just like clear the air, explain to everyone what's going on, why your February vision board looked the way it did.
Okay. So I want to start off by saying moving forward, I'm pretty sure Rose and I are going to be filming in person together for the next, month or so?
Yes. Which is just, I can't even believe it.
Okay. And reason being is because Cade actually signed with a new team this year. He signed a minor league deal with Pittsburgh Pirates. So
how?
First of all, yay, because I grew up rooting for the Pirates and I always said how cool it would be if Cade was playing for them. And now he is. It's so exciting.
It is so exciting, you guys. It's a dream come true because Pirates and explain the other parts that make it so great.
One of the very best parts of Cade playing in the Pirates organization is because spring training is not in Arizona this year, which is where we have been the last few years. It's actually in Florida. And I'm going to be 20 minutes away from Rose, you guys. Like, this is a dream come true.
You guys, I talk about it all the time on the pod. I'm like, I have 1 month, everybody. Game faces on. I have a month to convince Riley to move to Florida.
Wait, by the way, you got your wish. You've been telling me to move to Florida for how many months now?
I literally got my wish. What did I do to deserve this?
I think you manifested it.
I really think I did. I mean, and Cade almost was with a team that would have been in
Arizona for spring training. Yeah.
Like you literally told me you're probably going to Arizona soon. And then you're like, so how far away is this from you?
I
said, I'm sorry. What?
I texted Rose and I said, hey, are you going to be available for a coffee date in 2 weeks? And you were so confused.
I was so confused. It was so hard for me to process, but I'm so excited. I'm so happy for Cade too.
I'm so happy for Cade. So it's been a crazy last couple of days because this happened and they were like, oh, by the way, you need to be at spring training in 3 days. Not actually 3, but it feels
basically, like 3. Only less than a week.
This happened less than a week ago. So we've been scrambling to try to find a place to live in Florida, which I'm hoping by the time this episode airs, we will have a place to live for spring training. But if not, if anyone has any rental properties near Bradenton, Florida, please reach out to me because Truly and I are going to be going. The reason I'm not going to be spending Valentine's Day with Cade is because he has to go a little bit earlier than Truly and I. And so it's been such a whirlwind. Like we didn't know what team he was going to be with and we have to pack up our lives. And
there's just so much to it. Like I feel like even our listeners don't even know. maybe fill them in on like where Cade was, like he got hurt and injured, and like it's just been a whirlwind for them both for the last year? He almost got hurt a year ago, or
yeah, he was hurt pretty much all season last year. He got hurt in May. He had to have surgery, and so it's just been wild ever since then. Like we didn't know what the recovery was going to be like. We didn't know what team he was going to play for this year. And for anyone who's confused, so baseball is very confusing.
It's so confusing. Yeah, like maybe dumb it down for us girls.
So there's the major leagues and the minor leagues. So Cade is in the minor leagues, but the goal is to get to the major leagues. So within the minor leagues, there are 5 levels. There's low A, high A, double A, triple A. Okay, 4 levels.
4.
So the last couple of years, Cade has been in triple A. The level after triple A is the big leagues. So he's one step away. He's so close. But yeah, that's kind of, people are like, what's the difference between minor leagues and big leagues? Yeah, it's confusing. And like when I say he signed with the Pirates, people are probably like, well, is it the major league? And it's like, it's the Pirates organization, but his contract is for that AAA level. But at any time you can get moved up or moved down. So it's kind of just like you have to be ready for anything at any time. And I am such a planner. I'm type A. And it's just like, it's something I've had to really adjust to, the lifestyle.
I tell Riley, I'm like, I think this is really preparing you for when you become a mom, because you just have to really go with the flow. And that's not natural for Riley and I. Not that we're not down for a good time and to let plans kind of take us, but we love to feel like we know a plan and we have a home base. And I just love that. So, you know, if it makes a little bit more sense if Cade got called up to the Pirates, at any point he would need to report to Pittsburgh. So it makes things a lot more realistic for you, because I think it's so much harder when someone's aspiring to be a professional, like at the high level, because when they have a wife and kids, it's like you could be in one city one day and then have to report. So it's nice that if and hopefully when he gets called up to Pittsburgh, that you can come home, you know?
Yeah.
And just in general, you'll be in Indianapolis a lot. So that's East Coast. So Riley just has a lot of life changes, and Cade is literally packing up, and Riley after this weekend for the foreseeable future. I mean, the season's like 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah, it goes. So they start spring training in February. The end of the season is usually like end of September, early October. So yeah, at least I'll be able to be back and forth. Like our home base is Pittsburgh. We live in Pittsburgh. We own our house here, and I'll be able to drive to see Cade throughout the whole season or stay with him because I work remotely in my 9 to 5. So I'm very flexible. Whereas last year he was with a team that was on the West Coast, and I was not able to come home. Like it wasn't a drive. I had to get a flight to come home, and it was just like
more of a commitment.
I felt so alienated from my family, and it was really hard for me personally to be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Not that it's about me.
No, but still. And then it makes it harder for Cade too when he got injured. And so it's just all in all, God is like all over it. It was like a lot of waiting, a lot of trusting. I feel like Riley and I in this season, for both of us in totally different ways, have kind of just been like, well, we'll just see how it takes us, and trying not to let it like take away our current lives and happiness, because it's like it's out of our control. Like you couldn't control when Cade got signed or who he got signed to. So it's like, what's the point of stressing yourself out?
It definitely taught me to be patient and trust God's plan and just like not try to control the uncontrollables. And that kind of goes along with your life update. Like you've been kind of up in the air for so many things as well.
Yeah. So as you guys know, life since, honestly, I was thinking about it, like August is kind of when all of this started unfolding, which is so crazy because Riley and I were talking about the last time I was in Pittsburgh, which was June, which is when we were being together to film our content, like our cover photo and all that kind of stuff that you see for Drinks on Us, which is just wild. So I got to see Riley's setup in person for the first time. Anyways, that was a side tangent.
Like my podcast setup here.
Yeah. It's like, oh, so this is where you film. Obviously, I see it on FaceTime every week. But anyways, so much has changed since then. So I think for me, I think the biggest thing I've learned too is just like, okay, sometimes it's like more stressful to try to want to control everything in your life. Like it's just easier to just let go what you truly can control. And that's so much easier said than done. But I'm sure that's very intentional for us type A girlies, that God's trying to teach us to just breathe and let, like it always works out.
It always works
Even though
out.
you don't have a place to live right now, like it'll work out.
Yeah, I might be living in a box on the side of the road at this point, but it'll work out.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really hope that, if Cade is playing next season and he is still with the Pirates, that Ryan and I will have a home that they can just stay with, because that time in Florida, it's so desirable to be there. A lot of snowbirds come up. So it all being last minute is adding to the reason that Riley and Cade are like scrambling to find a place. So I already posted. So yeah. So Ryan and I are building in Florida. I guess I haven't said that on the pod, have I?
No, tell them.
Okay. So yeah, Ryan and I are choosing to go the route of building another home. We built our current house in Kentucky, but we are officially moving out. So I'll kind of like dabble into that life update. But the reason being, I'm like, oh my gosh, Ryan, if the timing just would have worked out better, like we could have housed Riley and Cade, but
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true. But if it's meant to be, next season.
Yeah.
So anyways, Ryan and I are building. So it'll probably be like a 6 to 8 month process, which, building is just like another way to test your patience because so much is out of your control.
The project managers never follow through with what they say they're going to do either, or like dates. Everything's always so backed up.
Our project managers, my project manager and I did not get along in the Kentucky house. I will say that. I was like, you said this, it didn't happen, and I am on you. I'm on your ass.
And I love that about you. Like, you hold your ground and stand up for yourself. Whereas me, I'm like, oh, you painted the whole house blue and we wanted it white. It's totally fine. I love it. Like, I need to take a note from you.
You really do. Like, especially in something that you're putting so much money and time into. It's such a big investment. So anyways, we won't bore you with house content.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We shouldn't talk about the house, but that's a part of your update.
It is. It is a part of my update. And a lot of people have been like, well, where are you living? What are you doing? So Ryan and I are staying with his parents, to one, save money, and two, it's just the house that they're moving into will have basically a built-in apartment. And so it's just financially, it makes sense to just like tough it out. And a lot of places don't do under like a 12-month lease. Mm-hmm. So it would just kind of be a headache. Obviously, like if things change or don't work out, like we'll get a place. But the goal is to just kind of hunker down, fight through the build process. And we're just thankful that they're offering to let us stay there because renting is so expensive. You're understanding that, right?
Yeah. Imagine trying to find a place to rent that is furnished for 6 weeks. It's nearly impossible.
Everyone's laughing at you.
Yeah. I like reach out to realtors and they're like, oh, you need a furnished place for 6 weeks next week? No, I can't help you.
Yeah.
But there are places on Airbnb. It's just way out of budget. Like those prices are jacked up. That's our problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so Ryan and I are building, which is exciting. So hopefully, my goal would be ideally, which I know so many delays and uncontrollables happen, but to like be in by my birthday.
That's a great goal. That's a great birthday present.
Right? I said that last time because we were supposed to close in December for the Kentucky home and we closed at the end of January. So maybe I'm setting my standards too high, but they said 6 to 8 months from when they break ground and they're supposed to do that within the next couple weeks.
Well, I'm going to be manifesting a birthday move-in for you because that's so exciting. And I just love this next chapter for you. Like, I feel like everything is coming together where kind of how my situation was, like you were a little bit stressed not too long ago. Yes. And it's just taught us some patience.
It really has. So also our house in Louisville has basically, we haven't officially moved out yet, but we're through contract and everything is working out. And we have the most amazing couple that's going to take over our house. And so that's been a huge answered prayer as well, because I told you, I'm not sure if I said this on the pod, but I just kept saying, like when I was praying, just have patience, because sometimes it's like so hard with where we're going to live in Florida and who's going to take our house. I'm just like, when it's all unknown and Ryan and I are doing long distance and we don't know when we're going to be together, like you just feel so out of control in your own life. And now almost being fully on the other side, it's just like everything really does work out. It's not worth being so stressed out to like try and control what's just like not even feasible. I know I've said that a million times, but I feel like that's just like the overwhelming theme of both of our lives. But I kept praying, I'm just like, let our house be an answered prayer for someone else, because I love our house so much.
Me too.
That I wanted it to go to someone it would be perfect for them in that season of life. And I think that we're going to accomplish that. So I'll keep you guys updated, but Ryan and I are probably going to be like moving out and going back up to Kentucky pretty dang soon. Kind of like figure it all out and just officially kind of close that chapter. That was like the last lingering thing that was kind of, you know, obviously we're now in Florida together, and I've been here. I'm not here right now, but I've been in Florida almost a month already,
Wow.
right?
Time's flying.
I know. It has it? I think.
I don't remember.
I went down like mid-January, and it's Valentine's next week. So
Wow.
crazy. So that's kind of like the big things going on. Nothing too crazy, but we both actually have crazy life changes happening.
Yeah, we felt we should update you guys, especially when we're together, and we're going to be together so much more.
Oh my gosh.
What would your advice be to someone who's listening to this and is like, yeah, I just feel like kind of lost and like don't know what is next because there's so many factors that I can't control?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would your advice be to someone who's feeling just like anxious about the next chapter?
I'd say one, you're very validated,
Mhm.
and you'd be shocked at how many people, like, I feel like I was pretty removed from social media because I just felt so out of control of my own life that I didn't even know like how or what to post on social. And either if someone is posting or not, if you're on social media, sometimes it feels like, oh, well, they have their life together and they're doing this.
Yeah.
And like, why me? Why me? And I would say really figure out your boundaries with social media, and also know that more people than you think have so much going on behind the scenes that maybe they're just choosing not to share on social. And I say that in a sense of more so you're not alone. But I would just say like, it's really, really, really hard. But if you're a person of faith, praying was truly the only thing that got me through, and just being like, let go and let God figure it out, because it's not worth, I don't want to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have enjoyed that season and like been happy for all the huge blessings I still have in my life, because it's so easy to be negative and think of the scarcity mindset. But it's like, we're still so blessed. Like
Mhm.
you have a husband that you can travel with. I'm just using you for an example. Like he has a job that he loves. You can travel with, like there's so much greatness still in the stress.
Yeah. And I would say, I love what you said before. Like, it always works out one way or another. It is going to work out, and it's probably not going to be what you had planned in your mind. And that is okay, because one door closes, another door opens, or something doesn't work out, so something better can happen. So I feel like I've had to really learn, like, nothing is ever going to go as planned, and it's going to be okay.
Yes, it really will be okay. And once you're on the other side, it's so much easier to say that. But Riley and I aren't fully on the other side. So especially Riley, I'm starting to see the light. But something also that gave me like so much peace is realizing that so many good things come when you're uncomfortable. Like you grow in ways that is going to help you, whether it be in your marriage or in your career or whatever. And it's like, yes, this move and transition has been hard. Yes, what you go through and having to like change your life on a dime, it's hard, but there's so much more what ifs and like scarcity of like, what if we didn't do this? Like, that's not a way to live either. Right. Like, so yeah, it's uncomfortable, but you would never want Cade to like hang up baseball and have that what if. Like, so you're like all in on that because you know that it's going to be better in the end. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree that something that makes you scared or that pushes you out of your comfort zone is only good is going to come out of that. Maybe in the moment it's scary, but you're going to look back and think of all the things that it taught you. So
yeah.
So
just say
so deep.
Yeah, we really did. We really did. Maybe it's a tequila talking. And maybe even just in person, we can like really connect to a deeper level. This really feels like a girls' night, like us just sitting here with a drink. But I would just close out unless you had something else that you wanted to say. But again, if you are a person of faith, something that I just kept saying to God, I'm just like, can you just tell me what, like, give me a sign of what I'm meant to do, or give me a sign that this is what you think is right, and I'll trust you. Like, I'll lean into the uncomfortable, because I just kept hearing all these signs like, yes, Florida. Like, I know that sounds cheesy and like maybe like a little weird, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Even when maybe Cade was like, what team am I going to sign with? It's like, it was evident in some way, and it just makes you feel so much more at peace with your decision, despite anything is going to have hard moments, stresses, whatever. But Anyways, yeah, we're getting real deep. I'm getting real deep. I gotta wrap it up.
You gotta get a grip. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I do. I gotta get a grip.
Okay. Well, did you have any last words? That was a good thing to end on, I think, for that segment.
I think so too. Hopefully you guys feel in the loop now with our life updates and just have grace with us through.
Oh, that was the other thing. Whenever I'm in Florida, obviously I'm not going to have my full setup here in Pittsburgh. It's going to look a little disheveled, guys. And so please just bear with us. We're still going to have our pod video and audio, but it's just going to look a little different.
Yes.
And you know what? Change is good.
Change is good. And we're still showing up.
Yeah.
We're still showing up. So anyways, that life update we felt like you guys deserve so you can be along on the ride with us. We feel like our girlies on here get to know the in-depth.
I know. I really haven't shared any of this on my Instagram. It's just been like a lot. And I feel like you haven't shared in depth on Instagram either.
Sometimes it's just so hard. Like, where do you even start?
Mm-hmm.
But this feels like such a safe place with all our listeners.
Yeah,
are the best.
Our listeners, I feel like know us on a deeper level than someone just following us on Instagram.
Totally agree. So cheers to our life update.
Cheers.
I'm so excited, you guys, that I'm going to have Riley and two of our other really close best friends live within the Tampa region. So we're going to have a lot of girl time together. And that is just, I can't believe it. I did not have that on my bingo card.
Me either, but it's what we needed.
That's what was going to get us through these hard times.
You're
being
right.
able to be together.
You are so right.
Should we do a girls' room and then get to the shower?
Yes.
Okay.
We're running a little late on our itinerary, guys.
The sun's setting behind us as we speak. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So we have some really great submissions for Girls Room today. I think it's going to lead to some great combos. So first submission, I lost my best friend of 13 years. Do I try to fix it even though we are so different now? That's so sad. Losing a best friend is a very sad experience. I've lost friends just due to growing apart and being in different stages of our lives. Mm-hmm. And it's sad no matter what, because you were very close to that person at one point. They know everything about you. And it's just like, I don't know, you grow apart. And I think that a friendship shouldn't be something that you're trying to force. So you're asking if you should try to resolve things. And I think that if it feels forced and awkward, I'm not saying don't be friends with them, but maybe it was for the better that you guys have not been friends.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like sometimes you just grow apart and it's not that. Yes, it's so sad. Like friendship breakups are devastating. But like you said, you're so different now. So maybe you were meant to be best friends in that season of life. And I think it's always nice to still be acquaintances and, like support them if they're posting on social or check in with them here or there, maybe invite them to certain things, like maybe just try to have like a acquaintance type of relationship, not like a best friend, because you just change so much. Like, I don't know if I was talking to you about this, but it's just wild. Even just seeing like even the friends you still are with, just how they change and like what becomes a priority to them based on like who they're around or what their career is or what their job is, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. So if you are different, maybe you wouldn't even be best friends at this point. I don't know.
I liked your advice at just randomly checking in when it feels natural. Like if they post something on their Instagram story, like swiping up and saying a little comment or just letting them know that you were there for them. Mm-hmm. But maybe you're not best friends and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So I would say don't force it. It's not going to feel organic or, you shouldn't have to force, like you said, a best friend type situation.
Exactly. Like you should not have to force something like that. Okay. Next submission. I need bridesmaid gift ideas for the day of my wedding. Well, that's super exciting.
Congratulations.
Oh so I've seen a lot of really cute things. One, I mean, it honestly depends on your budget. I know weddings are so expensive, but one thing that I saw someone do is little perfume bottles that sometimes are engraved, which I know can be a lot, but that is so special. Or a very high end, like YSL lipstick that you want the girls to wear on the day of. I got my bridesmaids their earrings and their robes to get ready in. I don't know. What do you think?
I was going to say, I went the same route as you, doing like slippers and custom jammies. And I believe we both use Birdie Gray. So if you're looking for like a cute jammy robe situation, I even got, I believe, the jewelry for you girls at Birdie Gray. You too?
Yeah. Birdie Gray.
So Birdie Gray has great, and the earrings and the robes and the pajamas and the slippers, like everyone can use that after the wedding. And that's also useful for them for that day of. But I've seen the lipstick thing, and even the YSL ones, I believe you can customize their name on it as well, which is just to die for.
Yeah, I would say if you can do something a little bougie, even if it's just something small, that's so special.
It's so special. They're always going to think of you. I'd say the perfume or lipstick route kind of goes on board because they can still use it on your wedding day. And maybe then they think about you and your wedding and the memories that came with it. But I'm trying to think what else. I mean, just like a cute bracelet. It just depends. Like there's so many great ideas, but trying to be realistic, I'd say start with like jammies and jewelry for the day of. And if you can, I also did, Ryan and I both wrote custom letters to all of our.
I was just going to say, I loved what you did, Rose. You and Ryan wrote custom, like long letters to everyone in the wedding party. And it was, I still have it. It's so special.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah. So I thought it was sweet because I think it's more common for the girl to write to the girl, but I love that Ryan wrote to you girls as well. So that's something I think that also goes far, and especially money's tight. Like that was free, you know?
Yeah. And it means so much. And Ryan's a great writer.
He's
I remember
such a
like
good writer.
his little letter made me emotional.
He told me, this is so funny, I'm really exposing him, but he writes his like thoughts out in his notes before and then just writes it to pen. Like I'm more like, shoot, I messed up.
Like
how am I going to finish this? Yeah, his is so polished. But yeah, he has skills in that department.
Good job, Ryan, if you're listening.
I'm sure he's not. Actually, I don't know. Does Kate listen?
He said he skips over what's in our cart. Which is fine for me.
So affected that he said that.
Because he doesn't need to know all the things I'm buying. So continue to do that, Kate, if you're listening. Okay. Next submission. How to stop comparing your relationship to others on social media. This is such a hard one. And kind of what you were saying, how someone might be posting something on social media, their life looks perfect. And you're, of course, comparing your life to theirs. And you're like, why am I living this way? And this person gets to have, this, that, and the other. So I think one, if it's truly affecting your mental health, unfollow that person. It's not giving you any value to look and like just feel bad about yourself. Unfollow that person, limit your time. Like if you don't see every single post on Instagram or every single story, life will go on and it will be okay. Don't you think?
I totally agree. And it's also like at the end of the day, what matters is what's not on your phone, like your relationship. Like it doesn't, so many people have different walks of life, whether that be their time frame or their family or their financing. And so it's so unfair to compare yourself to someone's story that is just not even relatable. Maybe, yeah, you're the same age. Awesome. But like that doesn't give you a reason to go ahead and justify or compare, because it's like, what matters is what's happening off the phone in your relationship and not comparing it to whatever else is happening. But that's so much easier said than done. I mean, I can just even give Riley and I, for example, like we're obviously posting like the highlights of our lives right now, but we have stresses and things going on behind the scenes we just shared with you for the last 30 minutes. We're
stressed queens, to be honest.
We're stressed queens right now. So just always know there's a life behind or off of social media. But I do think we could kind of like dabble into this maybe for like a main episode segment.
Yeah, I have a lot more to say about this. And I also struggle with this. So stay tuned for an episode pretty much all about this kind of thing.
I think that would be good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. This was so much fun, you guys. And I really hope that next episode you guys hear, we will be together.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I had so much fun on this happy hour and I can't wait for all that's to come. So I'm going to leave you guys with one final cheers. I have nothing left in my cup because it's so good.
So good.
But cheers to our life updates and drinks on us going in person for the next foreseeable future.
Good for us. In-person cheers.
Woohoo!
That felt good.
Cheers to you girls virtually as well. We'll see you guys same time, same place.
Together.
Next week. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Love you. Bye.
Love ya.